Hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, I need to. There we go. Second light. Hello, hello. How's everyone? Hope you had a nice Monday, nice start to your week, nice Tuesday. Yeah. It's been regular here. It's been as usual. Nothing much. Wait. Executive decision though. Because you might have noticed. Also, the Twitch Turbo ads are just there on everyone's channel, so it's not really, I can't do anything about them. I will not take the affiliation yet, because it's not worth it for me to take it yet, if I'm perfectly honest. So I have the option, but I'll take it if it becomes more interesting. Because the thing is, I thought that I could do a thing where I take the affiliation, but I don't get any money from it, and therefore I'm able to still do my things, but I just like don't get money, so I don't need to create a business. That is not the case. I would need to have to create a business, and with the state of my Twitch right now, it's not exactly the smartest thing to do that now. And in addition to that, the ads would become like something that I have to do and put on, which like would rather stay ad free as much as I can. And that was the two most things. Ads would be negligible. Yeah, but the thing is like it's one more thing where I'm like, okay, 2 reasons. Because it also deters, because like you're already there, so you're fine, but it's also like, because I went to a bunch of forums to read like from different people that had accepted or not accepted as small streamers to be affiliate, and it does deter new people from coming, because you're like, oh, there's a small streamer, I don't really know who they are. If you get a 3-minute ad, you're like, okay, I'm going to watch something else. That's the case for a lot of people, at least. Yeah, Zeke was trying to persuade me to take the affiliation and ask me about the cost of what it does, like what it would cost me to like start the business and shit. And I gave the numbers, and Zeke was like, I don't have an argument anymore. Because it wouldn't be exactly the same, but it would be approximately the same as the amount that I pay for being an artist, I think. So I gave the numbers for that, and Zeke was like, okay, yeah, I see. I was like, yeah. That's really worth it yet, sadly. But yeah, that's the state right now. But I'm still happy that I have the option. That's a big step still, that I have the option now to do it. I think that's really cool. And if it becomes worth it, I'll do it, because I would love to be able to do polls. I would love to be able to have the emotes and all the things that comes with affiliate, but the rest isn't. So we should be mad at the French tax system. Exactly. Very much so. That is very much the thing. Be mad at the French tax system. Always the way to go. We pay once for €1 one time. What do you mean about that? For the German thing. Oh, yeah, no, that's not how that works in France. Basically, the thing is, because I was also shocked with the UK, with my ex explaining to me that like under a certain amount per year, you don't need to pay taxes if you're a small business, and I was like, okay. Then you French shakes fist. I'm really mad at the French. That's not what you. Oh, that's not what you meant. Hi, Antoine. Basically, here, if you're a small business, as an artist, I don't need to pay taxes per se, because I don't gain enough money. I don't get enough money to pay taxes, so that's fine. Now, a little thing called URSAF comes in. So URSAF is basically life insurance for artists, and you are obligated to subscribe to it and pay taxes to them, as well as your normal taxes if you're a small business, if you're an artist and stuff. So if I become a streamer officially, I would need to have a separate account for streamer stuff and a separate account for being an artist. So I would have double. Life insurance, yeah, life insurance, but without retirement. You don't get, because usually when you work, you put money aside from the money that you work on for retirement. We don't have that as artists. We just, and so basically, when you enter a new company in there, you have to pay for the year that has passed. Even if you haven't made a single cent from it, you have to still pay. And then you pay every 3 months, so every trimester, you have to pay a certain amount depending on how much you make. Since I make very little money, I don't have to pay a lot, but I still have to pay, which is ridiculous with the amount of money that I make, that I would need to pay for that. But like, my dad is always shocked when I tell him that I have to pay every 3 months. They have reimbursed me a bunch of money though, because they did realize they made me pay too much. But you still need to pay. So I would basically be needing to pay twice that. One for artists, one for Twitch. With making the same amount of money, pretty much, because Twitch wouldn't give me that much money. So yeah, I'm not doing that. Except if I if I in the future end up having a lot more money from just being an artist, I would make it because it would be worth it. But without that, it's really not. Doesn't make sense to have 2 life insurance and stuff. Yeah, but it's not life insurance per se. It's more like insurance for the company, because you are considered a company. As an artist, you're considered a company, and as a Twitch, I would be considered another company. There would be 2 separate companies. So you pay for the insurance for said companies. A union is different. A union is different. We have unions separated from your staff. Your staff is just basically taking you money. I don't really know what they do else, to be perfectly honest. I understand like the vague concept of it, but not the details. I just know that they have come, because like ZK and me have spoken about it a little bit, and ZK was like, it doesn't really matter, you're not going to make that much money anyway. They have come after people for stuff like 30 cents. And when I say come after people, it's like send cease and desist letters for 30 cents to people before. So I'm not going to play with them. Every time I like do anything for them, like fill a document, send them money, whatever, I'm terrified that I'm doing something wrong and that they're going to come after me, like legitimately. And since I don't have the money to have like an accountant or anything, it's always like a gray area of I hope I'm doing this right kind of thing. So yeah, if you want the if you want the pause and the emotes on the Twitch, you're going to need to make this a lot more popular. But I'm working on it. I'm making TikToks. To be fair, the TikToks are doing well. The TikToks are doing good. I was surprised that after so long not being on that account, it's still doing good. But you know, why can't it just be one company? It's an unnecessary complex. I agree. I agree, man, so fucking much. But yeah, you want to know something that's even crazier? As an artist, if I want to sell prints in France, I would need to make another company for that. Because artists legally, with just the status of being an artist, you're not legally allowed to sell merch. And then we need to pay for both, obviously, for just being an artist, so making original work and commissions, and having a shop. And that's why I don't sell merch. You making TikToks for the channel? Not exactly. I kind of want to start to do that, but it's I'll see what I do if I get good clips. But I started making TikToks of stuff I've been doing on the channel, arts-wise, on my old art TikTok. And they've been doing good. Like, I made a bunch of, like, art versus artist stuff. I made a bunch of, like, things I've done on stream, arts-wise stuff, to try to encourage people to comment stuff and see me draw on stream. Because it's an art channel, so I was like... But I think I'll, like, sneak a few, like, game stuff in there as well, probably. I'll see. I'm, like, slowly getting back into it kind of thing, so, you know. But yeah, if, like, I don't know if I mean, I guess if I made merch, I would be able to then put it under the Twitch, so I would be able to like kind of do that like that way. But let's say, for example, I decided to make like my entities as being an artist and being a Twitch streamer really, really, really different. I would need to open a business for being an artist, for doing commissions, for selling prints, and for being a Twitch streamer. And pay 3 times, of course. So, you know... yeah, that's why. Like, because I looked more into it and stuff, and I was like, oh fuck, I would really need to make the business and stuff. And I was like, I'm not doing that right now. I literally went through all the shit of making me being an artist a business last year. So much shit going through that. I don't want to, like, I've just finished settling in kind of that kind of thing, side of things. I don't want to have to do that again. Oh, it will organically appear on my full picture page, and I'll freak out and I'll directly send you messages like a 5-year-old on a child. To be fair, so far it's only art stuff, so it's not stuff with my face on it. But if you see my face on it, it'll be something else. Because it's like Colin's Fish, like the TikTok is also Colin's Fish, so you know. Up, up. Yeah. But yeah. Like, I have 5,000 people on TikTok. Please come here, people. That'd be great. It'd be amazing. It'd be like... But also, it's like an older TikTok and stuff, so there's been shit on there. I did like 5 TikTok stuff so far. I've been doing 1 a day, but I'm not going to keep the rhythm. I know myself. Yeah, I did like just a little thing of like, hey, I do art on stream. Look at all the art I've done on stream. That's really cool. The like drawing I did with Deke. 2, how I draw myself. This is how I look, because I did 1 with the Sona and 1 just me. And favorite digital sketchbook sketches with a little at the end like, come see me on stream, blah blah blah. But yeah. Art. I think art. I think it's art time. I think that's good. But yeah, little summary of why I'm not taking the affiliation. I do want to get it at some point, but you know. And like, I'm going to say that here, not pushing anyone to do anything, because I know there were a few people, Helen, that were like, but I want to give you money, kind of thing. I do have a coffee, and my commissions are open. If you really want to just send me money, those options exist. Putting that out there. I hate advertising shit like that. I had, like, you need money to live. I hate being like, please give me money. It's a complicated relationship. I'm really bad at advertising myself, but you know, those things exist. I never speak about them, but they are in the link trees. They are in there. Yeah, it's okay. You send me thoughts and prayers. That's great. I think that's good too. Art. Yes. But you know, you won't get jump scared, is what I mean with my face. Here we go. Okay. So we were on this. This is what we did last time. For the Forgotten Gods, please. So we did some popcorn, we did some marshmallows, we did some Pocky Sticks, and we did a little chocolate cup last time. Oh yeah, something I wanted to do with this is I wanted to just change the color of the marshmallows, because the yellow is like a little, it looks like their teeth, and I don't enjoy that, so I'm going to make them, I wanted to make them blue. Here we go. I wanted to make them blue. Him. Oh. I almost don't want to draw that fucking lollipop just to spite you, honestly. Okay. We still have those little, like, acid. We call them cat tongues in French. They are candy. We have some like lemon candy, some chocolate covered marshmallows, and chocolate covered almonds. Yeah, me too. It took me a second. And we have lollipops still. But I'm more inclined, even though this is my very now, I'm more inclined to draw him just because, like, I don't want to make Zeke win. We are at a stage where I just don't want Zeke to win. But I think I will start with the lollipop, to be fair. My first when I saw him and knowing that stream is about chocolate and sweets when directly the axe with the chocolate man. No. No, it's about a cursed lollipop. Well, if you don't draw it, then it got into your hand and it still wins. Yeah. Ugh. Devil's advocate. But the thing with Zeke is that he always wins one way or another because he will twist it anyway, so... Where does that dino come from? You never use that. No, that's just a lollipop. It's just a lollipop. I hate to tell you that it's legitimately just a lollipop. Yeah, he is really cute. But I was surprised because I was like, you never use a little dino guy, usually. In my dino era, hashtag free, hashtag whimsical, sure. Hashtag love season. What is happening? What's this? What have I done? What have I been punished for? Like, I love the little dino, he makes me very happy, but I am very, like, cautious, let's say. Also, Zeke has so many animals linked, you can't get another one. Like, you got the limit already. You got dogs, you got lambs, ducks. You can't take them all. You gotta embed in some of them. You gotta choose Noah's Ark. Which one are you going to save? I don't want to link with dinos anyway. Wow. I should screenshot that and send it to Mika. Just to see the reaction. Mika is our friend that loves dinosaurs. In your formidable knowledge and wisdom, tell me if they are bears. I don't think so, Antoine, I'm sorry. Well, listen, if at some point I do the affiliation, I will make little emotes for everyone's animals. I'll make a little turtle for Nan, I'll make a little bear for Antoine, I'll make a little lamb for Zeke. Déçu, je demande. T'as rien payé, bro! Tu veux être remboursé de quoi? Wesh! Oh fuck yes, we got an animal, yeah. Yeah, I'll do one for everyone. If you want. Yeah, but that's just a normal, like, bear. It's not like a specific emote. Yeah, exactly. C'est la blague quand je demandais remboursement, c'est justement que j'ai rien payé. Ah bah bravo. En bon français, hein. Karen Corin, attention. Okay. But yeah, I can easily make like little guys for everyone. Instead of paying Minecraft for the Karen Call attaque femelle. Alors écoute, hein. C'est comme ça, hein. Il n'y peut rien. I don't know how many pages I'll do more of the I don't know how many pages I still have to do, quote unquote, that I still want to do for the sketchbook, I wonder. Because the thing is, like, the more I go, the more pages I add on, because I get more obsessions or like more ideas. But at some point I need to finish this fucking sketchbook. So I'm like, I'll need to at some point put an end to this. But I do enjoy the sketchbook, and the other ideas I have for like Theme Tuesdays are stuff that would take less time. So I'm like, endless series. But the thing I was thinking of is, what I could do is I'll like take a break and then do like a second one with like more stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, okay, this is the first one is done, and then we can do a second like digital sketchbook in like a few series after, you know, and do like a second edition or third edition or something. Kind of like a zine. I think you mentioned this before. Yeah. Doing multiple ones? That I don't remember. Mentioning that I had other ideas that I do remember. That were shorter that I do remember. Because they've been like since then still there. Doing a break? Oh, I don't remember that. God. Thank fuck I have people to remember for me. I was gonna say thank you, Zeke. Like you did like any and like something like really big by reminding me of this. Like reflex, being too polite. Cause wait, how many pages are we in? Careful who you wish will remember to you. Welcome, frérot. God, I forgot I did like the I don't have the numbers anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, we are 19 pages. Because like ending on 20 would be nice, but I don't want to end on like a sweet stage. Maybe on 25. So we have 5 more pages. That would make sense. Like that'd be a nice round number, right? Maybe we end on 25, do a little break, and then get back to it. His French stagnates, but it's nice to let's pretend that it's getting better. Because what do I still have in my lists? Because I like this series, but like I said, I want to do other stuff. Yeah, because then if I do another, yeah, I think that's reasonable with the amount of stuff I still have. Because then if I do a break, I can redo some pages with like more recent additions of stuff, you know. Very Ravencore, true. I'll write that down, wait. Here. 5 more. Here you go. Have it written down so I remember. Because that's the kind of shit I will forget in 2 days. There you go. Up. Definitely believe music. If only that'd be fun. I could make it a bit yellow. Like to make it, yeah, exactly. Make it creamy. Also, like, while talking about all that, I'm very proud, quote unquote. No, I am very proud. Let's say that like that. That it took me like a year for the affiliation. Like, even though 50 people isn't that many people, you know, like less than a year, even. Like, I feel that's a nice like stand mark to do. God, except for the like, I have to recheck because okay, for the 1 year, the thing is, except for like the little video, I don't really have an idea of what to do, but I can figure that out. That's fine. But the thing is, since my first like my like debut stream, whatever, VOD is lost because I didn't know I needed to click something to like make sure the VOD would stay. Or there would be a VOD. I'm not even sure of the like date of the first stream, because I think it was like the day before the second stream, but I don't remember if I had like a break or not in between. I need to recheck, because I'm like, I need to get it right, because if not, the anniversary will be a bit sad. It might be the day that I started streaming last year. Who knows? I need to get back working on the videos on the YouTube. I took a little break, now I need to get back into it, I think. Okay, oh yeah, that's... okay, I see what I did, I understand. Understand. Up, like this. Then I think I'm going to start by just like putting all the colors and then doing the detail, because if not I'm going to get confused probably. That goes here. That goes back on top. Go. Because that's like this part, and then the pink goes back like that. Hi, Helene. How are you? How are you, baby? How are you doing? Did you have a nice day? I had to explain what URSAF was to the Germans, so they explained the non-affiliation state of the channel. Had a good day? I'm good, just finished helping. Alpha prefers our position tomorrow for you. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Oula. What subject is that in? Yes, yourself. Yeah. My enemy, my enemy. Le chant des partisans on essaie pas dans French for morale. Ah, nice, nice, nice. Oh yeah, I think you told me about that. Nice, 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 perfect. I wonder who helped him pick. Nice, nice, nice. It's such like the best big sister someone can have, truly. He seems to like it. Nice, nice, perfect. Bro, I am. Earlier I was like, damn, you don't deserve me for real. He's like he's teen. He's a teen still, you know, like so. In a few years, I'm sure like he'll be getting your flowers. I was very thankful and polite about it. Aw, as he should, as he should. Well raised. Ouais. I hope high school's going to be good for him, because like it can be such a twist for a lot of kids. So like I hope it goes good. The lollipop looks like Silas. Wanna eat? In a twist of events. Oh, that's hilarious. Fuck, where was I? What did it do? There's no red stripe here, it's white. Yes, because I'm, yes. Lift off my shit. Yeah, high school we picked for him seems awesome. Yeah, you told me about it. You have to tell me when he does the like weekend there. I think you told me it was like a day, an integration day, something like that. You have to tell me when he does it if it goes well. He did. Ah, you already did it. Nice, nice. He liked it, I'm guessing, since you said it was amazing. Ah, I'm so happy. He went for a morning, he loved it. Ah, that's so good. That's so good. Because it can be like such like oh, I don't think it's like here. It can be such like make it or break it kind of thing with those kind of high schools where it's like either you're really into it and you're like, fuck, this seems so fun, I want to do that so badly, or what happened with me with one of those kind of like high schools when I was choosing my high school. You go there and you're like, fuck, this definitely is not what I want to do. And then you panic. So I'm really glad that's how it went for him. But also my high school choosing experience was chaos, so. I thought that they wouldn't let them get their hands on the tools and stuff, but they really went the whole morning learning techniques in their huge ass garage. Oh, that's so cool! He came back with a lot of words I didn't understand. Oh, that's the best. Oh my god, it's so cool. That's so nice. I'll ask you more questions when we talk later. Cause like I don't wanna I don't wanna spread your entire little brother's life on stream. Poor bébou. Here. But yeah, for the audience who doesn't know, we do be chatting like it's just the two of us. I know that. Yeah, me too. It's so fun. Sometimes I have to be like, okay, this question I think that's fine. This question is maybe later. But yeah, for those who don't know, basically, the way my high school choosing experience went was chaos. The reason for that being, first of all, I'm doing a bit of bullshit with this, so I need to be careful. But the reason for that was basically, I wanted to go to a high school that had an arts program, of course. The issue being that some stuff can eliminate you, and you're not chosen into the high school you want to go to because you put those options in the application thing. The thing was, the high school I was applying to that had like a fine arts thing, was supposed to also be like the high school in my area, so I was supposed to be able to get in even if I didn't, I was supposed to be able to get in just because I lived there, because it's like the area and stuff. The thing is that no one told me that the options that I put in were could eliminate me from the pool, or like if I didn't get like grades high enough, or like not recommended high enough, which my fucking teacher from middle school fucked me over with that, because she basically implied in the comment on my thing that I wasn't working hard enough and stuff, which wasn't true. But yeah, also like I had like family stuff and everything happened that year. The fucking like balls to put that on a kid who had a really tough year. Fuck you. No one liked her. And so I wasn't accepted into that high school, and my dad like threw a fucking fit at the, I don't know how it's called in English, but basically as the head of the thing, because they were like, what the fuck do you mean like he's not taken into the high school that he's supposed to be just able to go to? I think that's like about that. And they were like, we can't do anything about it. It's like, no, the kid should have been like told like this is like this can not get you like taken in. You should do like, because you had a list of like wishes, and so you could put the same high school multiple times in with different options to try to still get in if you didn't have the option you wanted. And I didn't know that the option I put was one that could get me like yeeted out of the list, so I didn't put one without the option. Make sense? Makes sense. Because I was a weeb, so I put art, but I also put Japanese. And that's the Japanese option that got me yeeted out because I didn't have grades high enough. And the whole like appreciation thingy. And I had also visited like a specific high school that had like a designs thing going on. And that went really badly because basically it was product design and it wasn't like illustration in any way. So if you go there like to do product design, which is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do illustration or like just fine arts. And so I was like, yeah, that's definitely not for me. And they also were like, there's a lot of math, and I was like, because they were like, we are willing to accept you, but you need like to promise us that you're going to really work and stuff. And also it was another Catholic establishment, which I had been in a Catholic establishment for 3 years. I knew like kind of the stakes and everything that it was going to be, and I was like, I don't think I want to be in that environment for 3 more years. And also it would have been like really far away from where I lived. Like I would have needed to go on bus like a long way from home every day and stuff. Like it wasn't like, there were many reasons for me to be like, no thank you. So I didn't do that. And I ended up going to the last high school on my lists of wishes, which ended up being great because that's where I met Helene. And so fully worth it. But we didn't have an arts program, we had a cinema thing, so I did that instead. Because there was another high school that had an arts program, but apparently the high school was not great at all. So my dad was like, you shouldn't go there, and I was like, okay, if you say so. But yeah. And the only reason I even put the high school I ended up going to on my list is because I had an empty slot, and my best friend at the time was like, you should put that high school because it's a high school next to where I live. And so that's what I did, and so lucky. And funny enough, with that specific friend, we ended up going to each other's like local high school, and so sometimes we would like meet each other in the morning and be like, that's kind of funny, because you're going to the high school next to my house and I'm going to the high school next to your house. But yeah, that's how it ended up going. And I had like I was very sad for a while because like my dad had to break the news to me that like the high schools that I was told like, oh yeah, you get in, whatever, I wasn't going to be able to get in. It was a great day. Believe it or not, that kind of shit has happened multiple times in my life. It's fine. Happens. Yeah, because I had that happen like twice afterwards with art schools at 2 different times. One because I was like accepted, but then my parents couldn't afford the school, so they were like no, and I was like, honestly valid, but I'm still annoyed. And one where yeah, that was mostly that one, to be fair. And then there were just like schools where there were issues with like files or whatever, and so I ended up not sending it in time. But that's more on me than on anything else, so that's fine. But to be fair, like with the art school thing, I'm sad I wasn't able to go because it was in Canada, because like that would have been cool, but to be able to get there. But on the other hand, with the level that I was at the time, I'm kind of like, it's kind of like a bad thing for a good thing, because I definitely needed something that was going to be like a lot more just back to the basics, learning how to draw and shit, which is what I got. So that's good. Because when I compare my high school experience to a lot of people's high school experience, I'm like, it was hell, but also it kind of was what I needed, so, you know. And I went through it and lived through it a lot better than a lot of other people, so I can't complain too much, honestly. Yeah. Like, I lived through more crunch through my first year of art school that was at another school, because I did a like preparatory year somewhere else, preparation year, then through the actual art school experience. So like, you know, I think that's fine. Okay, so it's kind of like do a line here. Go. There we go. And it's like just here. if it's running or not. No, it's not. Okay, good. Up. Da, 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 da. I saw okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I saw earlier a really cute story from an artist at Riot that does splash art, and she was like, basically, I did art a lot, and like, I wanted really to work for League of Legends because I really loved League of Legends, and I was like, oh fuck, I stopped drawing because I play League of Legends so much. So like, I studied to become like an artist and stuff, and at first I studied like game design because I was like, I want to make League of Legends. But then I realized it wasn't for me, so I got back like to the art course and like art track, and then I studied and stuff, and I dropped out of school, and then I ended up becoming an artist for League of Legends. And I'm like, it's such a wild like trail of things. And like, I think specifically like she dropped out because she had a contract at Riot or something like that. That's for her. And like, you had of course like splash art she had made underneath, and it was really, really nice. Such a shame though that Riot is absolutely horrid about their artists, but I hope she managed to get the job, to keep the job rather, and not get laid out. Good, like so many fucking people, but her stuff was really cool. It was really funny. It was like just the like trail of event of like, I wanted to do stuff. Okay, let me work for League of Legends, please. That made me laugh a lot. Okay. Ugh, God. Patterns. It's breaking my brain. It'll be better once they're all laid out, because then I can just render them, but like, putting them out is hard. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm here. So it should be there. That's great. It should be around here. Pink, white. Then red, then white, then more pink. Up. Then more pink. Because the pink is. I'm going to take the darker pink just to make sure I have them separated nicely. Up. Go. And then that's a big pink end of it. I was trying to not make an innuendo and I very much failed at that. The one thing I'm quite happy with is like how many suggestions I've gotten for the Pride stream on Friday. I'm excited to draw everyone. That's going to be very fun. I'll try to like make the lists the day, first day, because first day I don't have stream anyway, so the day before, and add if there's like any specific identity that's really not at all presented in the lists. Add characters from this identity, but I think Antoine's list that they sent had quite a few. Was very diverse, so I think we'll be okay. Thankfully. Yeah, I'll try to make sure that like there's as many as I can find. And make the little sketches. Go. Okay, other side. Yes. Yeah, I really tracked out the things that doesn't really match up anyways, but that's fine. Maybe I'll start, I'll do that, I think. I'll start from there. It'll be easier. Just make an extra red stripe here because I fucked up. That's okay. It looked nice in the end, so I don't mind. Up. Go. Up. Hoopla. Doodle. Okay, now for rendering. Oh no. Helion removed me from being a collaborator on a post. I didn't know I didn't meant when I was added as one, then now I'm not one anymore. Well, rip. Remove from collaboration. Just because someone liking the post. That I didn't know? Oh, really? What the fuck? That's weird. I realized what they meant by collaborate. Yeah, but like all the people that would follow me would follow you? I don't know. On that account. The specific account. Oh, maybe Matt or something liked it? Or someone from Germany. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, it means it's on my account as well. It would mean like it's also on my account, that's what they mean by that. But yeah, that's why I usually just tag. Tagging is always safe. But that also meant that I got all the notifications anytime anyone commented and liked something on it as well. Yeah. It's not too bad, I don't really mind, honestly. You can tag. You can still tag. That's what I did with my post for you. I think they just put it somewhere else, but you can still tag people, yeah. It's fine. You'll have to send me who liked it, I'm curious now. Very trippy. I went back to my bed and put on my earbuds. I kept playing Cloud. I was like, Since when are they connected to my computer? I can't hear scream. That's my plan. Cloudskir's everywhere. Cloudskir is owning everything now. Cloudskir has taken control of your house. I watched a stream the other day that made me laugh because something made me laugh because it was a stream where the streamer was reviewing viewers' setups, so like how they watch the stream and stuff, where they watch the stream. And something he kept being annoyed at people about is the fact that they didn't hide their cameras, which is a valid thing to get annoyed at people about, because like yes, hide your cameras when you're not using them. But he was screaming at everyone for their cameras and stuff. And I was like, I'm glad I didn't send mine, because on mine, my camera has a cache thing. Where like I can just like, you know, make it like have a little thing in front of the lens, so it's like off. But it's not like it's in the camera, so you can't see it if you're just taking a picture. Like it just looks like the camera is just doing its thing. And I was like, oh, I would have gotten yelled at, even though my camera does have a thing to like thing. And I tape my my computer ones, my computer's one, my MacBook one. It's taped with like a bunch of the sticky part of a post-it note that I like put layered one on top of the other, because I didn't have any like regular tape when I did that. I usually use. So it's a bunch of. You let your camera be free. That sounds good, bestie. Hide your cameras. Yeah, the stream was great. People are chaotic as fuck. It was very fun. He did 2 of them because he had a sponsorship with a brand of sound stuff, like mics and soundboard kind of thing for stream. And he made people win those with like, he selected some of the setups and then did like a, put them all, you know, in a generator, and then 2 people won some. And that's what he did, like as a little like fun thing, rather than just like, you know, regular whoever wins kind of thing. Sometimes reactions to camera. No, hide it, people, hide it. The issue is not people watching you. The issue is like what they do with that content. I think mostly. Be wary, hide your cameras. But yeah, mine has a cache that's like inside of it, so it's fine. I can just like flip the little switch and then it's fine. already have the best viewers. I don't need the ad.
Some love for longevity before fading to dust. Some love for eternal sleep, as eulogy chanted by stars. Into that serenity,
Almost done. Okay.
lost time forever buried. She rambled 1,000 times, 1,000,000 miles searching for light. Free from the rule of death, now seems so dull. Time goes by, but memories rewind. There she prays again, back when things began. Where to go? Where they meet and grow old, where no rivers would flow, no woods would grow, no life would never be ceased. Oh, somewhere they could start again, where they would never be the same, where it rains every day, then they would stay. Some forsake longevity, then fading to dust. Some fall for eternal sleep, their eulogies turn into gleaming stars. Will they meet in stars again, or go with the wind?
Here we go. Lollipop finished. Okay. Up. Up. I need to plan this. Thank you, man. I need to plan this. Okay. So here we have the lollipop. I need to plan this so that I know where I put what and what I do and stuff like that. That one clear. Yeah. So, because I can do kind of what I did with the marshmallows and popcorn on the other one, but with the chocolate almonds, I can kind of do that. So I need to plan to see what I put where, so that I know where to like put the little almonds. I think I could put like one here for sure, because then I have like also the little thing of making sure I have a good balance of like chocolates and sweets. There we go. I can put like an almond here. Like another one. I wanted to put candy. This thing. They're like little like lemon ones. I don't know those specifically, but I just wanted like hard lemon candy because that's the best. Yeah. Something like that. Along those lines. Go, something like that. I can do like another like chocolate almond underneath. There we go. Then I can do the chocolate marshmallow underneath. Here. Oh, welcome back from window times. Okay, I finished the lollipop, and now I'm planning the rest of the page, so I know where I'm going. Time's always great with you. Yeah, so you had like fireworks outside? I didn't look at the message, but I saw the notification. Up. Yeah, some dude was walking around lighting fireworks. Ugh. Like just as he walked. I feel like fireworks, like big ones that actually do sounds and stuff, shouldn't be able to be legally acquired by random people, honestly. Might be a hot take, but with the amount of people that have PTSD, you shouldn't do that. Or just like have issues with big sounds for X or Y reason, because there's a lot of people that like have issues with big sounds. You shouldn't be allowed. Yeah, he let him met up with some guy and started throwing them on the tram tracks. Not great. Yeah, that is not ideal. What the hell? Yeah, like the little like ones that just do like, you know, like just do like little, like you'd put on birthday cakes or whatever. Like that's fine, but like ones that actually do big sounds that like boom and like explode, you shouldn't be able to buy that as just a regular guy for no reason. Okay, marshmallows, chocolate marshmallows. Classic around here, people have some really loud ones, not fun. Yeah, here too. They just kind of use them whenever. The paranoid in me always kind of think it's a gun going off, but I don't know. Yeah, same here too. Okay. And maybe like a few of those here. Like, nice fireworks are good, but like for like big occasions and like that done by people that know how to use fireworks, like next to the sea and stuff, that's nice. But any other like context, I'm like, please don't. And even that, I have a hard time now with it because they were a bit dark, but I think that's fine. Basically, the place where I used to go see the fireworks every year when I was a child, where I grew up, next to the sea, like you would go on the sea, like sit on the beach and like watch the fireworks from a distance. A few years back, a while back now actually, like it's been a while now, but so you would go for the 14th of July, because that's the French national like thing. There has been like at that exact space like a few years ago, which since then I've moved and like I don't know anyone else over there anymore. There's been a terrorist attack, so even though, you know, I wasn't there, no one I knew was there, thankfully. I don't know if I could ever go to that kind of event again and not like be terrified. Honestly. But I haven't been out for like going to see the fireworks in a very long time. I don't think in this town I've ever went to see the fireworks. Honestly, I don't even know where they do it. In town for the 14th. Maybe just do like a few more almonds and then that's fine for the page, I think. Okay. Yeah, that feels about right. That's nice and filled in. I looked up for some reason a website called A website selling the ones people use here says approximately 117 dB. Why so? What the fuck? Yeah, they usually put like the loudness next to them. It's like, it's always way too much. It's always like way too loud. Like, isn't there like, you have like legal rules and stuff, laws about like how much noise you're allowed to make outside without it being a public nuisance? I'm pretty sure that's a lot more than what it is. So like, I don't even understand how legally you're allowed to sell something that you know is going to be, by like using it, make it something illegal. What the heck? Yeah. God, I don't know what they use here, honestly. I never see them use them, because usually it's not in my street, I don't think, but I hear it in the distance, kind of thing. And I'm like, ugh. Well, it isn't legal here actually, but both Poland and Czech are not far, so I see. I see. Yeah, people do that with weed in Belgium here. If you know, you know, of course. And of course, beers are less expensive, and so are cigarettes. And the frontier is really close. I see. Of course. Because like you can also like blow your finger or something with those, can't you? So like it's really like never a good idea. And I feel like people using them are usually a bit drunk as well, so it's like nothing in this seems like a good plan. I do love the concept of like being like, I'm going to buy those over there and then use them in Germany. I mean, I get it, to be fair, like if you buy like a lot of it, you're not going to use it all over there. But it makes more sense for stuff like weed or like cigarettes or beer to be like, okay, I'm taking them. I'm taking them back with me because it's for an event or like for a while. But like with fireworks, I'm like, you could just use them there. Why do you... This is so random that you have a fireworks traffic going on in Germany. Specifically fireworks. Like, is that fire? Is that fireworks in German, or is that something to do with Poland? Because it's written Poland at the start of it. Poland bowler. Is it specifically Polish fireworks? Poland, one of those things that go loud. How is German an actual language? Why do you specifically have a word for Polish fireworks that go loud? They make them more explosive. What the fuck? In French, it's the same as English. It's feu d'artifice. We have words for everything. Yeah, your language is just a fucking game of like, of puzzle. Your language is just a puzzle. You just add more pieces and pieces and pieces. Bola is like firecracker, sort of. I see. Yes, you're allowed to add so much. Okay. Yeah, French doesn't add that much. It's pretty limited in that regards. What do I do with that? What do you want me to do with this sticker? No, no, it's not a word. That's not true. Just acknowledge. No, I'm not reading that. Why are you bullying me? Why are you being mean to me? What does that mean? Wait, copy, paste. Why is there a Wikipedia article when I look it up? More, no, not finance. I want the Google Translate, please, thank you. Listen, I already have to speak slightly German for Ace Attorney. I'm not reading that. There's no translation when I look it up. It just tells me the same thing. Is it like the name of a place or something? I would just stare at you and wait until you say it. I wouldn't be saying it. Already, Clave has ja, dachten, Fräulein, Herr, he says Herr and then something else afterwards a lot. I think he said Dankeschön at some point. It's a law. What is it a law for? Cattle marking and beef labeling supervision duties delegation law. What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, in French, when you look for a long word that's annoying to say, you say anticonstitutionnellement. You have that bullshit. That's not... no. You can't then look at French and be like, that's this language that's hard. That's when you have that in your language. I don't exactly commonly used words. Yeah, but I feel that way with a lot of your words that are used or not often. Anticonstitutionnellement is not used exactly frequently either. You don't say anticonstitutionally often. Anticonstitutional. Non fragilistica, non è delicious. Quite atrocious. Are you allowed, like, in German, are you allowed to, like, take breaths in the center of your words? Because, like, that's also an issue, I feel. Are you allowed to take a little break? No, if you pass out, you pass out. I'm just imagining like a normal German conversation and someone just passes out and they just wait for a little bit before they continue the convo and no one acknowledges it. This is what I wrote to agree with now. Of course, why wouldn't you? That should be a game, like two German speakers speaking, trying not to pass out with long ass words. And if you fail, you drink. Perfect German game. And if you succeed, you also drink, of course. As a reward. God, I'm praying for the friends meetup because if at some point we end up at a bar, I'm going to get harassed by Zeke to get me to drink. Because that's in the new list of like, let's see how Evan reacts to that. Because I agreed to taste cocktails and I feel like that could go places. Damn, Zeke being a bad influence. I cannot believe what I'm hearing. Yeah, it's somewhat common, I know. Never happens. I mean, to be fair, it's tempting when you have a friend that doesn't drink, but doesn't drink because they have a reason not to drink. They just never started. And doesn't really know what anything tastes like because they just don't really test it because they just weren't interested in it. Like, if I didn't drink because of an actual, like, reason, like, it'd be like, okay, yeah, for sure. But I'm just like, I tasted it once, I didn't like it, I never went back. So they're like, oh, have you tried this because it's pretty? Or, oh, have you tried this because it's this and this and this? And I'm like, no, I haven't. It's as I said, I've never went to a club. I have gone to bars, but never in the context of going to a bar to take a drink. Like never in the evening or whatever. I've gone to parties, I like at friends' places, but never drink there. I saw what it did to the other people at the party, and that was enough for me. I feel like it's very European of me that most of the times when I was asked to drink, not asked to drink, but like, hey, do you want to try this or try this? Most of the time it's been before I was legally old enough to drink. And once I passed the 18, I didn't really do anything, so that was funny. I had art school, didn't have time for shit. It is very fun though to watch people do drinking games as someone who doesn't drink, and you just stare at people making bad decisions for themselves. I love that for me. Oh yeah, I will do that with you. But I have agreed to testing people's drinks if they want me to taste them, so I will be true to my word. If we end up somewhere where we like at a bar or some shit. No, I'm not testing an Irish bomb. Like I agreed to tasting like the fruit cocktails that like Zeke was like, this is very fruity. I didn't agree to taste an Irish bomb. Y'all are going to just be like, oh, you agreed to taste the drink, and then just show me like a fucking like glass full of like 100% vodka and be like, have fun. That'd be Zeke, yes. I said the general you, I didn't say specifics. I'll have a nice tea. Thank you very much. Hopla. Let's do the candy. We just need to make sure if we do that I'm not the only one that's still like sober at the end of this, because I have too shit of a sense of directions to be able to bring everyone home. I'd be fully sober, but I also wouldn't be able to bring people back to the Airbnb. Can get home blackout drunk. Dude, I've dealt with you blackout drunk. I know you have, but I've also been near you when you were, and I'm like, this seems like a very dependent on the situation. To be honest, even if we did get drunk, we can always get home. Yeah. I know you're responsible. I don't speak about Zeke. Zeke is a liability. This is really like the friend group's like experiences. Everyone is safe, everyone is comfortable, everyone is adults. And then there's Zeke. You cannot become the mayor of a city before you go home. You don't live in that country, you don't have the nationality, it doesn't work. So I'm pretty sure that'd be closed. I do love though is that we're all so much nerds. We're all such nerds that when they went around for Christmas last year, we went to do karaoke. The karaoke has like drinks and stuff, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we can take like drinks. We can have like." No one ordered a single drink. We just sang for the entire duration of the karaoke, and no one ordered anything because we were too focused on singing. And we're like, "No, this is important." We're such nerds. We were like, "We cannot order drinks. How dare you? We need to karaoke." Exactly. We had to use every minute. Limited. Oh, I fully agree. I just think it's very funny. You know, the level of nerd that we are makes me happy. Because, like, we very much could have been like, okay, this song I'm not singing, let's order drinks for everyone else. We're like, no, we are invested. Also money. True. True that. You should just get the cheapest vodka from the convenience stores and soda, like God intended. God. You know, even if I didn't drink, I still did have like high school parties where shit like that happened, and then you just end up wandering in the streets at 3 a.m. I did still have those experiences. Where people go missing for 4 hours and then come back and you're like, oh, hi, hello. Where the fuck were you? I don't know if that calls out the dream. There were too many people for it to be one. I chose those candies, I was like, "Ugh, that's going to take me forever." And then I was like, okay, it doesn't matter because it's the truth. I have to tell the truth about my favorite stuff. And if I didn't have at least one of those, like, acid candies, I'd be like, oh, I'm lying. Okay. Go. Where's that in here? And then go. Second one. Up. Okay. Quick bathroom break and then onto the second one. Here we are. Be right back. Blah. Also, for those who are interested in that, happy Deltarune day tomorrow, because like the last chapters are being released. I think that's what's happening tomorrow. Happy that to those who play Deltarune or care about Deltarune. More like that. I never really checked it out, to be perfectly honest. On a canvas on Procreate, you can see the amount of strokes you've made in an artwork. I feel like these little guys are making that amount of strokes get very high. I mean, on this specific canvas, it wouldn't be like accurate because I've been using the same canvas for a few pages. So like, yep, 46 hours seems about it. You really can't help yourself, can you? Who is they? I use he, him pronouns, and I'm the one answering you. And I'm doing it very much on purpose. It's not anything that's true or untrue. It's just a joke. It's just an innuendo joke. That you made. It's people upstairs. What people upstairs? If you want to talk to God, you can do that in the sanctity of your own home, not in my chat. Comedy's outlawed here? No, it just has to be funny. If it's funny, at least you be funny. You're not going to tell me that Zeke making once again a dick joke is anything revolutionary. Listen, if chat was more active, if I had a chat that was more active, I might let it pass. But I don't want that to be the last message in chat on screen for the next 2 hours. Pinnacle comedy really. In my opinion. German alliance against the French once again. Shake my head, shake my head. You know, Zeki isn't a streamer anymore. He can't hurt you. It's okay to be against him sometimes. I say as if you didn't do the yo-yo between both clans, which is very fair. I choose my alliance based on what's funniest in the moment. Honestly, that's respectable. That's very respectable. God, the flame emoji. Hope you keep being funny, Zeke. Now you got that pressure on your shoulders. Sometimes Twitch gives me notifications for stuff I've already seen, and I'm just like, okay, I guess. Okay. Now we still have the lemon candy and the marshmallows. Okay. No. Okay. Well, I hope whatever you ask wasn't urgent, because I don't think you're going to get an answer soon. Actually, I don't know. Depends. It's not that late. I don't know why in my head it's a lot later. I only got the latter half of that. But yeah, maybe. I said I hope it's not urgent because I don't know if you're going to get an answer soon. And then I was like, actually, it's not that late. I thought it was later than now. So maybe you'll get the answer actually. Ah, nice. I can't Google translate it right now. to be nosy and look what it is. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's really not urgent. Why did you ask it in German? I guess to have the name of the specific sausage. Oh god, I love that instead of tagging, instead of like @ing Nan, you decided to scream in chat. Well, good for you. You can all have liver sausage together. Yeah. Good. I have to say I've never tasted it, but the pictures I've been shown don't look appetizing. I have to say. But I'm guessing it's kind of similar to pate or something like that, so it's not for me, which is fine. It's not about the looks. Wow. And I'm also guessing that the pictures that Zeke specifically sent aren't also the best pictures of that specific thing. The Germans aren't superficial. Have you seen what French food looks like? Have you seen what French food looks like? Because, like... It's not the prettiest shit either, like... To be fair, I could have at least shown it on the frame. It just looked like a pack of Play-Doh on the side of your plate, on the side of a plate. Like, it didn't look great. But like I also said that to Zeke and stuff, is like I've never been a fan of that kind of food in general. Before I stopped eating meat, so like wasn't going to become a fan after. For sure. Like all charcuterie stuff, I'm like, ugh. Cooked meat, yes. Charcuterie, no. Like the most I can do is ham. And I'm not a fan of ham. Oh, or like cold roast beef is nice. That's like next day, like dinner kind of thing. Like you don't just make cold roast beef, you just like have roast beef and then have leftovers. Many good sausages and like lunch meats. Hate that term though. I hate the fact that it's like raw. Like cooked sausages, yes. I have some veggie ones from time to time because it's really nice. I'm sad because like my favorite one isn't available in France. We don't have that brand and I'm very sad about it. But yeah, like cooked ones, yes. Raw like that, no thank you. Never in a million years. It's not raw, it looks raw, it's cold. Yeah, it's not raw meat for obvious reasons, but it's like pate. It's not raw meat, but it's kind of raw kind of thing. It's like cured. Is that the term? I think cured meat. I don't like those. That came in. You aren't ready for mid-plotchen. I mean, I'm sure I've seen worse in France. I just don't like it. I don't really know, I just eat it. I love that it's just written food when I look it up. Minced raw pork done with salt and pepper. Yeah, it's just like, it's tartare. We have tartare here. I don't like it either. Also the thought of having, you know, worms, I don't enjoy that. So I never, you know, had it much. Never had it, I think, ever, actually. My brother really loved tartare though, for a while. You know, I preferred it cooked, and then I stopped eating meat altogether, so... Like, it doesn't shock me, I just don't like it. German curry peak. Let me look it up. The fact that there's gel in it. What the hell? How did that become traditional? God, you guys know how to party. Ugh, that looks disgusting. And it's just raw meat with pickles and onions. So 3 things I don't like. Together on a plate in the shape of a hedgehog. This is reminding me why I prefer fish over meat. I don't like raw fish either, to be fair. Like, when I ate fish, I never ate like raw fish. I don't like that. You can say whatever you want about the fact that I have issues with lots of foods. At least the fact that I don't eat meat nor fish like has really taken out a lot of the issues I could have. Dutch sushi? What the fuck? Wait, let me look that up. Fish, Brötchen. Is it just like a sandwich made with... That's not sushi, you're just making shit up. A fish Brötchen is a sandwich made with fish or the components such as fresh white or dried onions, pickles, remoulade, creamy horseradish sauce, ketchup or cocktail sauce. Can't eat anything. Yeah, that looks great. That looks amazing. It's just a fried fish sandwich. Love that. There's some that I can see that have like raw fish in it. No. The ones with fried fish though, yes. The only like quote unquote raw fish I'd eat is sardines. God, I'm just like googling shit now. Oh yeah, that's the one with raw fish. Yeah, I don't enjoy that much. I mean, is it just like sardines kind of thing, or is it like a bigger fish? It looks like bigger than sardines. Because if it's sardines, that's fine, but... I was talking about the raw ones, of course you were. Raw sardines, welcome back Helen, I'm in German food hell. You never had sardines? They're a treat. Like, canned fish are great. Love canned fish. Yeah, did you know that there's Helen, did you know that there's a traditional German dish that's just they pile raw meat in the shape of a hedgehog and put onions for the scales? That's just what it is. I think raw fish Brötchen are made with herring. Oh, herring is fine. Herring is fine. I would have eaten that as a child. When I ate fish, I would have eaten that for sure. I came to roof yesterday, guys, please remember. You didn't. You're older than me. I heard Jello at some point. Yeah, there's one that has gel. I mean, it is that one. It's called metigel. It's raw pork as well, so you really have to run it in. You can't have that. Met plus old gel. It's a mini gel. It looks like, to someone who doesn't speak German, it looks like it's written meti gel. Sorry. I was like, when I read that, I thought it was going to be some kind of like, you know, meat in jello thing, because we have stuff like that in France that's like disgusting. It's pronounced like eagle. Is this a met eagle? That's so fucking random. I don't know what's worse between meat gel or meat eagle. Honestly, choose your fighter. It means hedgehog. No, it means eagle. You say it yourself. It's eagle. It's cacao. I spent most of my childhood struggling with this. With the meat hedgehog? Why? Because it's a meat hedgehog, or for other reason? Or because you kept thinking it was eagle? If it's because you thought it was eagle... Oh, like you mean in English thinking eagle was hedgehog? Ah. To be fair, I don't think it's the kind of distinction that's important. Adler. Oh, so Irene Adler is Irene Eagle in German. Funky. They are quite different. Yes, but it's not like you're going to have often conversations about eagles and hedgehogs in languages and then be like, oh fuck, I mixed them up, you know? Like, it's not the kind of confusion that can happen often. Basically, they might... No, but like, I meant it's not the kind of vocab that comes in handy that much. It's not like you're mixing up like lamppost and bed. Like, it's more rare to talk about hedgehogs and eagles randomly. Like, I feel like the French mix up for Spanish, which is gâteau, which gâteau in French means cake, and gâteau in Spanish means cat, is much more problematic because you can easily ask someone, can I eat the cat? So I feel like that's more problematic, you know, as like list of things like that. Or, you know, like a French person going to a marine zoo and screaming fuck, seeing a seal. I feel like that could be more of an issue. I feel like that one isn't too bad. And now you got it, so, you know, you're all good. if you ever need to be an animal expert, you can in both languages now. Isn't that marvelous? But all of this introduction to all of the German foods does reassure me in the fact that I will be the one that will be making food for the meetup this summer. I'm glad I'll be the one in control. All I make is like noodles. You make pizza too, but yeah, and ramen, which is noodles. Yes. I mean, you make them with like vegetables and stuff, and like eggs and everything. So like, I feel like that's good. You have like good bases that you can like build upon if you so wish. Like, it's not you're just putting the ramen in a bowl, putting the water, waiting for 3 minutes and eating it like that, you know? Yeah, well, yeah, I am saying it's I'm making Mexico for you guys. You better not be making that for us. Won't let you approach the kitchen. Just like weirdly coming towards the fridge with like pounds of like raw meat and onions. Okay, now we just have the marshmallows and we're done. Do you know a nice secret Mitigo surprise? And since we want Hayden to eat it too, we'll make it out of chicken, which is not really so good to eat raw. You get to watch. I get to call the French version of 911. That's what I get to do. And I won't be coming with you to the hospital. You take care of that yourself. It was raw. Let me see. Nah, don't worry. I won't let them go near the kitchen. You're safe. You're safe. I know. If anything happens, we can just leave and go get a kebab or something. God, I haven't had a kebab in so fucking long. petit hop, un petit peu là. Hop. There we go. Okay. And make the under darker. Yay. What are you? Why are you still talking about this? Ah, this. And here we go. All done. Wee. Ah. And the VT being crashed. Up, of course. Here we go. Wait, give me a second. Here we go. Here. Here we go. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Nan. So, we have little chocolate cups with hazelnuts, some caramel popcorn, some marshmallows, some Pocky sticks with like Oreo crumbs, some chocolate covered almonds, some lemon candy, hard candy, some chocolate covered marshmallows, some sour candies. Sour! I was trying to find the word sour every time I was talking about those. Sour candies, more chocolate covered almonds, and strawberry and cream lollipop. Yay. I'll of course put it on the Discord after stream, blah blah blah. We're used to this. Okay. Now, the important part of every art stream. The poll. Okay. What theme for next week's sketchbook page? Spread. Here we go. Okay. So, also, copy. To put it over there. Paste. There we go. Yay! Ta-da! So, let me open my notebook to the appropriate page. Let me cross out candy chocolates. There we go. So, what was in the page before? That's for Juno, and it was books, Daredevil, drinks. Okay. So I can do one that's going to be a license again, I think. So I'll do fave manga. I'll do a little mix, I think. Fave manga, fave live action shows, X-Men movies, or Clair-Obscur Expedition 33. Okay. You're going to have a week, and it's posted. Yeah. Oh, that's unexpected from you two. I didn't expect that. I was like, did Helen go to that like really quickly? Aw, that's cute. I didn't expect that. That's really cute, actually. Okay. Well, there's going to be 3 votes for sure for that, so we'll see if another option gets more. Anyways, so why am I here? And here. So this week's schedule. same as last week, so it's not anything new. But we are Tuesday, so we do the usual little schedule review. So tomorrow, Dance of Fire and Ice, and maybe some Project Sekai afterwards, depending on how I feel. If I get too tired of it, or if I get too frustrated. Off day on Thursday, art time for Friday, which is going to be Friday edition, which is what we've been doing in the suggestions channel. So drawing queer suggestions. So if you get more ideas, if you've already sent stuff, but if you get more ideas, feel free to put them in. It's always better to have more characters than not enough. Continuing The Witness on Saturday, I'm very excited because I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. I think I'm starting to get okay at the puzzles, so you know. And co-working on Sunday as always. Okay, so I will put, of course, the page on the Discord as I always do. And I will go now, and I'll see you tomorrow for Dance of Fire and Ice. Thank you for watching stream, thank you for hanging out. Bye bye!